Hey, what's up everybody? This is Zeno here, and I'm going to be talking about my one-take build for the 2.2 Facebreaker Ice Crash. I played this build a lot back in 2.0. I did it twice back in 2.0. I didn't touch Ice Crash at all in 2.1, and I wanted to do it again in 2.2 to see what has changed. So if you saw my guide back at 2.0, it was pretty successful. I had a lot of fun with it. I achieved 66k DPS, something like that. And this time I'm going to try and achieve 100k DPS because I'm going to be using the Juggernaut. Now the Juggernaut doesn't give you shit for damage. How the hell am I going to do it? Well, the beautiful thing about Ascendancy is you are able to get so many defenses from the Juggernaut. You're allowed to sacrifice extremely defensive pieces of gear when you're playing Facebreaker and get more offensive pieces of gear. Because GGG decided to take the good old Colossal Tower Shield and apply it to your chest piece and double the armor gain from your chest piece. And I can't be stunned, which is how I died in that character, I believe. I am now able to get insane amounts of armor just from my chest piece. Now, if you look here at my gear, which is pretty freaking dumpster, I have a big whopping 681 chest. Now, I have 7k armor. If I take this off, jig. So, just that little bit is 5k armor. It's pretty insane how much armor just this little bit gives. And late game, I have a 6 link already waiting from one of the previous builds I did this league. And I'm going to try my hardest to perfect this character and get a 2k plus armor chest piece. I have enough money to do so. Now, by getting that much armor for my chest piece, I should be sitting around 40 to 50k armor late game. And that means I don't need a Colossal Tower Shield. If I want to wear one and be that cool edgy guy with like a million armor and say, look how much damage I don't take, eventually it gets to a point where that much armor does nothing. So instead, I'm using the Great Old One's Ward's Corrugated Buckler. Now, this shield, I hated for the longest time because it was either I wear Abyssus with a Colossal Tower Shield or I wear this with a, what the heck is it? Man, this is why it's a one take. The freaking 20 to 40 helmet, the Gladiator helmet. Ring of Rain, hey, I figured it out. But I always felt like Abyssus was just too freaking good. You can completely counter Abyssus's negative downside by stacking a bunch of reductions. So in 2.0, I had 8 endurance charges with about 40k armor. This league, I'm going to have 9 endurance charges with 40k armor, and I'm not going to be wearing a Colossal Tower Shield. That means I get the beautiful flat phase that this shield provides, as well as a little bit of spell block, a little bit of attack speed, not too bad. And I mean, that beautiful evasion rating does so much for me. Now, how am I going to get 9 endurance charges? Well, I got 7 previously. You get 3 from the tree, 3 passively, 1 from Helping Oak. You get 1 from Unflinching, and then you corrupt a Meginords. Meginords are a big whopping 1 chaos this league because the fatty Mr. Perandus. And yeah, I'm going to be running around with 9 endurance charges, Fortify, and of course, about 40k armor just from my chest piece alone. And I'm pretty excited about that. So that's what I got going on. I'm currently level 57, just about ready to enter Merciless, and the build's working out quite well. I'll give you guys a quick rundown of what I have. It's nothing too fancy, but I will do a follow-up video for you guys so long as I don't die horribly. Last time I played this build, I had to use Conk Effect, which made me really sad. But I don't have to use that anymore because for the longest time, Facebreaker's been like, you can use weapon elemental damage, right? Except you need a weapon. No. Now we have the beautiful loading screen. Elemental focus. Yay! We get elemental damage finally. Despite its massive int requirement of 111 at level 20, it's still worth using. So my endgame setup is going to be Ice Crash, melee physical damage, added fire, faster attacks, elemental focus, and Fortify. If you don't want Fortify, you could go PTL, physical to lightning, but you can daily reflect. And you could use something else. I'm sure you could figure out something else, but I'm going to use Fortify. Just play it safe, man. Play it safe. But that's my setup right now. I don't need the Fortify while I'm in Cruel. And it feels so nice to have elemental focus. Seriously, I don't care if I can't ignite with my Ice Crash, because if you use Herald of Ash, you can still ignite with it, and the overkill would be more than enough. I don't care if I can't freeze or chill. I'm not going crit anyways. So this is exactly what Facebreaker needed. Yeah. All right. So let's go just do a quick rundown. Just pop your Blood Rage, which by the way got a nice buff. You just pop that sucker on. It's like instant. Look at this. Yeah. Blade Rage has needed that for a very long time, but You name it, I'm going to be one-shotting it all the way through Cruel. No problems. In maps, it should be the same way, because once I put on that Abyssus and 6-link, we're good to go. Abyssus is a helmet that provides 40 to 60 flat physical. Now, flat physical is everything for Facebreaker because you have all these multipliers. You have all these multipliers, but you don't have any weapon damage because you're unarmed. So, flat physical is the reason for the season. It's like, you see that, you think Facebreaker instinctively, man. Feels good. And as you can see, my AoE is actually pretty big. This is with Templar AoE, Martial, Artistry, and that's it. I can use Ink AoE instead of Fortify if I want to in my 6-link. You can attach Fortify like I've done currently to Shield Charge. I will show you as soon as I find them on. But the problem is with Shield Charge, you actually have to name lock. If I aim in the area of, I don't get it. But if I name lock, I do. That is a big problem. GGG probably needs to fix that because Shield Charge is one of the worst abilities in the game. But it's the only way you could get Fortify in a movement skill because you're either using Lightning Warp, Flame Dash, or Shield Charge. If you think you have what it takes to do that, go for it. I'm just going to play it safe because the one time I go like this, or I go like this, and it doesn't work, I'm screwed. So just play it safe. This character is stupid tanky, and I don't even have to try. It's going to be tanky every bit of the way, and it's going to do beautiful DPS, man. Feels good. This is what I mean by Ascendancy. It may restrict your class to being, you can only pick a Juggernaut via Marauder, right? But it's allowing you to be more creative with your specs and have a lot more min-max than we had previously. The fact that I can wear all these DPS items as a Facebreaker and still be a god tank makes it so awesome. That's all I really got. I'll provide you guys the links, the build below, and I will definitely make a follow-up video once I'm in maps. I'll probably do 2 follow-up videos, one in high-end maps and then one in just starting maps, so you guys could see my stats right before I start mapping and the rest of my ascendancy points. Thanks for tuning in. If you have any questions, don't feel free to put them in the comments. And of course, as always, you can check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/ZenocideGenius, and you can also hit that freaking subscribe button, I guess. I feel so shitty saying that. Like, don't forget to like and subscribe because that's what you're supposed to do because I want your money. Like, I guess you could do that shit too. I don't know. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers. I'm out.